Hi, I'm Jesse Skittrell, the founder of the Registered Apprenticeship Program. We are the U.S. Department of Labor's appointed apprenticeship ambassador for the beauty trades. If you saw our first video on HB 3460, you know what we're asking the governors to do. This video answers the next question. Why does federal alignment matter so much? Why are we asking the governor to direct IDFPR to recognize federally registered apprenticeship completion in the implementing rules? Well, here's 4 reasons. Reason 1. The first reason is money, both for the employer sponsor and for the apprentice. When an apprenticeship is registered with the U.S. Department of Labor, the program is automatically listed on the eligible training provider list at the workforce offices in that state, meaning that gives you more access to a pool of workforce. That listing unlocks federal funding that an Illinois-only program cannot touch. Workforce Innovation Opportunity Act dollars for training reimbursement, Pell Grant access for related technical instruction portion of the apprenticeship when delivered through a registered apprenticeship, GI Bill and other veteran affairs benefits for veteran apprentices, federal and state employer tax credits tied specifically to registered apprenticeship status. In plain language, federal alignment is the difference between a salon owner paying out of pocket to train the next generation of professionals and the salon owner getting reimbursed for it. None of that money is available if Illinois builds a state-only structure. Reason number 2. The second reason is that pre-apprenticeship gateway. Under DOL rules, a registered apprenticeship can be paired with a pre-apprenticeship program. Pre-apprenticeship is the foundational discovery level training that lets someone who is curious about the trade test their interests, build basic skills, and prepare for a full apprenticeship. And all of the time spent in pre-apprenticeship has to matriculate and be recognized within the registered apprenticeship. It is the on-ramp. It is how high schools, community colleges, reentry programs, and workforce partners can introduce people to the trade before they make a full commitment. But here's the key. A pre-apprenticeship program only counts if it is formally tied to a registered apprenticeship. No federal recognition, no pre-apprenticeship pathway. Reason 3. The third reason is an operational flexibility. Federally registered apprenticeship programs have more autonomy than a typical state licensing pathway. The federal framework allows hybrid models that blend on-the-job training with online or classroom instruction. It allows competency-based progression where an apprentice advances when they demonstrate mastery rather than when they hit the time clock. If IDFPR writes a state-only rule, it will almost certainly default to strict hours and strict time-based completion. That works for some learners, but it leaves working parents, career changers, and second shift workers behind. Federal alignment preserves the flexibility this workforce actually needs. Reason 4. The fourth reason is protection. A DOL registered apprenticeship comes with a full federal protection framework that an Illinois licensing rule cannot replicate. Wage compliance under the Fair Labor Standards Act, equal opportunity employment protections under 29 Code of Federal Regulations, Part 30, worker classification clarity so that the apprentice is treated as an employee and not as a student or unpaid trainee, a standardized federal apprenticeship agreement that protects both sides. And if something goes wrong, those protections are enforced by the Department of Labor. IDFPR has no authority over the employment relationship. So when we ask for federal alignment, we are also asking for the structure that defends both the apprentice and the small business that hires them. 4 reasons: money for employers and apprentices, a pre-apprenticeship on-ramp, flexibility in how training is delivered, and real protections enforced by the people whose job it is to enforce them. That is what federal alignment means in practice, and that is what we're asking for the governor to direct IDFPR to recognize. If you have not signed your letter yet, please pick a template, customize it, and email it back to me at jesse@autorashi.org by Friday, May 29th. Autorashi Apprentice Program delivers the collective packet to the governor on Monday, June 1st. Thank you again for your time, energy, and commitment.